As you travel the maze of rivers that make up the Amazon basin, you will find thousands of little isolated villages along the banks. The people of these communities depend on the river for their livelihood, the food they eat, the water they drink, for washing and bathing, and their transportation. Hunting the many animals found in the jungle is also an important source of food. As is the growing of manioc to make farinha. Medical and dental care is almost non-existent, and the people often suffer from tropical diseases, parasites, and malnutrition. Although meeting the physical needs of the river people is an important part of our ministry, we are much more concerned with their spiritual well-being. We have been working with Word of Life in northern Brazil for 20 years. Our ministry began in Benavides, helping to start the Missionary Training Institute, whose goal is to prepare missionaries to reach the river people. 7 years ago, we relocated to the heart of the Amazon region near the small town of Itacoatiara to work directly with the river people. God provided a beautiful piece of property for our base of operations and comfortable homes for us and other missionaries to live in when we are not on the river. Raising cattle and fish helps to defray some of the costs of our trips. It is also where we dock our boats between trips. Harriet, too, is used mostly for evangelism and the opening up of new communities, while Grace for the Harvest is the support boat for the missionaries living in river villages. We also have a smaller boat that takes teachers to and from the floating seminary. We are blessed to have a great group of missionaries working with us. Presently, we have 5 families and 3 single women living and working with the people of the Abacaxis, Mari Mari, and Uraria rivers, evangelizing, discipling, and starting churches. Teaching the people to read and write is a necessary step in the discipleship process. For many adults, the Bible was the first book they had ever read. Helping to meet their physical needs is also an important part of their ministry. Living on the river is a real challenge for our missionaries, as most of them come from large cities. Please pray they will not become discouraged and that their sacrifice will be rewarded by seeing life changes in the river people. One of our main responsibilities is to bring the missionaries their food and other supplies needed to carry out their ministries. We also tend to their spiritual needs through Bible studies, Christian books, literature, etc. Holding an annual retreat for the missionaries is also a big encouragement for them. The mission supplies each missionary family with a house, a runabout and motor, a well and water system, a generator, and any other necessary equipment. The total cost of locating a missionary in a river community is approximately $10,000. The construction of churches and homes for the missionaries is another part of our ministry, and it is such a blessing to have work teams who are willing to come down and help us with our construction projects. Medical and dental teams have also been a tremendous benefit to the river people. We praise the Lord for a doctor's heart who is partnering with us to provide not only medical care in the villages and children's programs, but also to build houses for our missionaries, put in wells, and other projects. Handling the business matters of the mission, maintenance, and construction at the base, and preparing for the next trip rounds out our activities when we are not on the river. 2 other aspects of the ministry are the floating seminary, which brings formal Bible training directly to the leaders in the communities, and camps for teenagers. We feel privileged to have 3 generations working together in the same ministry. Our son Matt and his wife Annabella are teaching at the Alliance Academy in Quito, Ecuador, and are receiving training from HCJB in preparation for starting a Christian radio station to reach the river people. The radio station will be located on our property and will not only reach all of our river villages, but also several large towns. Our son Greg and his wife Annie are already working full-time in the ministry. Greg is involved in piloting the boats, construction, maintenance, and dentistry, while Annie helps Kim prepare for trips and run the kitchen for groups and camps. They also do children's ministry in the river villages. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have played a vital role in our ministry. Your prayers, words of encouragement, and financial help have been invaluable to us. For those of you who would like to know more about how you too can be involved, please see us for more information. These are people to whom we must take the love of Christ by offering our prayers, our support, and our lives. No sacrifice is too great, for Christ has died and shed His blood that they might be saved. Together, we can plant this truth in the hearts of the river people. Please join us in reaching the Amazon with the gospel of Christ.